First of all, thank you for being here and appreciate your patience while we're working through a few things. I'm Nick Metz. I'm the Chief of Police for the Aurora Police Department. And I'm happy to tell you that we did find Juan Campos Rocha alive and safe. What happened was because of the work that our public information officers done, the work that you all have done in the media and getting the information out about his disappearance. We had an alert individual at Civic Center Park who spotted him and relayed to an off-duty officer, Denver police officer, that they believe that that was our missing individual. And that Denver officer actually went up and identified him and positively identified Juan. And we took him into protective custody, and we just got confirmation from our detectives and a family member of Juan's that that is him. Again, he's safe. It looks like he's well, but I'm sure we'll be looking into exactly what happened over this last day and a half and what routes he took, what kind of involvement, things that he may have gotten involved with, things like that. I just want to give you a rundown, which I think is really important, of the efforts that were put into finding Juan. Just today and over the last few days, we had over 60 Aurora police officers that were actively searching for him. We had volunteers from the Aurora Police Department's Child Missing and Abduction and Response Team, which is a very important team that we utilize. They're specially trained volunteers who come out and assist in searches of these kinds. We had multiple outside law enforcement agencies that were assisting with the search as well. I really want to give a special thank you to the Salvation Army. You can see their truck behind us here. Salvation Army came in and they were feeding our officers and also the other searchers, making sure that they were given whatever they needed to be able to continue doing the search. We worked very closely with the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. We've worked with the FBI. We had volunteer dogs from Jefferson County Sheriff's, Parks County, FEMA, and an organization called Sardust. Denver Fire Department was a big help to us because we had gotten some indications that we had suspicion that he might have been in a pond, but that obviously didn't happen. But Denver Fire was instrumental in helping us with that. Our victim advocates were very helpful. We used drones in various parts of the city in actively searching different parts of the area. We work close with the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, otherwise known as CBI. They assisted us in getting information out through different mediums such as social media and through the media. And I also want to thank the Rocha family. They were very helpful in giving information to us. I think one of the things that really helped with this investigation was that one, which I think is a lesson for everybody to keep in mind, is that they had current photos available of Juan, which is, again, very helpful. Juan was, as you know, is 6'2", over 200 pounds. So he's a big kid, and he looks more like an adult than a kid. So for us to be able to have that picture and be able to get that out is important because it would be very easy for him to just kind of meld in with the adult community. They knew his friends. They knew people at his school. Those were all helpful resources for us as we did our investigation. So with that, does someone want from the Rocha family?
I think Angelica, who's a Rocha family friend, is willing to speak.
Okay, great. Angelica?
Hello. Well, just pretty much want to say thank you to you guys. You guys, thank you.
You bet. We've
been freaking out, and just thank you for everybody's help throughout social media, through the community, the volunteers that helped us. We can finally relax and just be excited to get him home with his family and friends that have been looking for him. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll take questions right now. No, he was just found about maybe 45 minutes ago.
Before you called the press conference?
Yeah, right when you guys were waiting. That's why it took a little longer. We had to get confirmation it was him. So what had happened was, again, he was down at Civic Center Park. Somebody who had seen the news coverage recognized him, alerted a Denver police officer. That Denver officer then approached Juan, positively identified him. But we wanted to make sure before we got in front of you that it was him. So we asked an officer along with a family member to go down to the Denver police station and physically identify him.
So what was it like when you found out that it was him?
Well, they're walking away. Well, I can tell you, on our part, the police department's part, we were very relieved. Obviously, not all these kinds of searches end with the happiest ending. I can tell you, when we informed the family that we had found him, they were very ecstatic.
What were the concerns about him being out? I mean, it's one. What else?
Well, again, he's 13 years old. He looks big. I mean, again, he looks more like an adult. And then we had information that to indicate he may have some slight developmental disabilities. So we wanted to make sure that before he got into something that he couldn't get himself out of, that we got to him.
So no inclination at this point that he might have just gotten on a bus and ended up downtown? Or...
We really don't know yet. We're still going to have to interview him and find out, what's been going on the last day and a half.
Is there any lessons you learned in all this?
Well, again, as I said earlier, particularly for the family members, or from the family members, the fact that they had a current photograph was incredibly helpful. I can't tell you how many times we go to missing children cases, and they have a photograph that's 2, 3, 4 years old, and it's very difficult to use that when the kid might now be, much older. So having a current photo is always helpful. Knowing the kids' friends, the teachers, all those kinds of things that we can go to, all those kind of things are really good for family members to prepare for ahead of time, just in the unlikely event their child should go missing. Anything else? All right. I want to thank all of you from the media. If you hadn't put this information out the way you had, it's no telling if we would have found Juan at this time. So we want to thank you for your cooperation and taking this case as importantly as you have. So thank you.